Hi guys, I'm Mika. I work at Firebirds. I'm the bar manager there, and I also do other managing um, jobs.
How many employees do you supervise?
So I supervise probably about maybe 30 employees. That's including bartenders, servers, hosts, to-goes.
Tell them a fact.
So a fact about me is I've been managing for this company for 2 years. I have managed at other restaurants as well. I've worked in the restaurant industry for over 10 years. I started off as a hostess, worked my way up to being a server, learned how to bartend, learned how to shift lead, and then now I was presented an opportunity to be a manager, which I'm super grateful for. And I've been doing it for over 2 years now.
How did you attain your position?
Well, I worked at Firebird since they first opened, so I've been with this company for about 4 years. Started out as a server, and they gave me the opportunity to become a shift leader. So I shift leaded, I learned to bartend, I learned how to host. I pretty much learned like every areas in the front of house positions, and then kind of just went off from there. I shift leaded probably for about maybe close to a year, and then one of the bar managers was leaving the company, and then they gave me the opportunity to become the new bar manager.
And what kind of organization is this? Tell them about the company.
So it's Firebirds. It's a restaurant, so steak, seafood, pasta, anything. It's a really great restaurant to work for. They have over probably 50 locations, maybe more than that, throughout the United States.
So, what challenges have you faced working for Firebirds, as the bar manager specifically?
I've definitely faced a lot of challenges. Bar specifically, it's mostly about sales and how much we can sell in liquor, beer, wine, how much we can promote our seasonal cocktails, our classic cocktails. So pretty much my biggest challenge is to just increase sales from last year and just as much as we can.
What's the mission for Firebirds? Do you know your company's mission?
So our mission is to create extraordinary hospitality through service.
Yep. How do you motivate your employees?
I motivate them in different ways, mostly through incentives. Try to do a lot of competitions so they can win prizes, offer them free meals to get them motivated and to want to actually do great that shift, try to get as many sales that they can.
And would you say that's how you get your employees involved?
Absolutely. Definitely with competitions, they are very competitive. They like to compete against each other as much as they can, and that actually helps them do their job even better because they're putting their best foot forward and striving to meet the goals that we have set for that day.
And how do you measure your employees' performance?
We do have an unexpected delight tracker, so we can track down different unexpected delights that they do for each table. We also did recently get an Axial app that kind of measures the sales of each different employees and how many, let's say double diamonds they sell that shift, or how many seasonal cocktails they sell, so we can actually track their sales and what they're selling and then compare it to each individual.
And would that be that giant whiteboard in the server alley?
Yep, that's the unexpected delight tracker. So that just tracks like different unexpected delights they do for their tables, such as like crumbing fresh and frosty martinis, bringing out hot towels for their guests, showing them to the door, showing them to the restrooms rather than just pointing. But the Axial app is actually like something you can find on your tablet, and it literally just shows everything of sales and it calculates everything for you.
How do you resolve conflict between employees and the company? Like, not like specifically against the company, but in general, if that makes sense. Did that make sense?
If two employees are having like a little issue between each other, we'll definitely just have like a sit down and we'll discuss their differences and what's going on, and then I'll try to mediate and try to figure out the problem so then we can come up with a solution. I try to hear everybody's sides. Definitely don't play favorites or try to pick one side over the other, but we definitely just want to make sure that we come together as a team so we can work together.
And what type of leadership style would you say you have?
I would say I take the more like steady, calm approach rather than loud and kind of like more in your face. Me being a new manager, I'm still discovering my different leadership styles, but we were given a DISC profile, and so my profile is SCID, meaning I'm more steady. And the D is going to be for dominant, so I'm like less dominant. Meaning I can be more mellow, take any problem like level-headed, rather than kind of get crazy along with the chaos.
How do you implement your leadership style into managing your employees?
Definitely showing that even in a rush or in chaos, we still have to kind of be steady and keep a level head. The more you kind of panic, the more issues and problems kind of come along with it. So I just try to keep like a little level head, so then I can help anybody around me if they're struggling or if they need help, and then usually that kind of helps calm them down as well.
Would you say that's like a strength of yours?
I would say it's a strength because I can compare it to other people rather, so it's a little bit different. It can also definitely be a weakness of mine, maybe making me, I should be more like influential or more dominant, but I'm definitely content.
And what advice would you provide to individuals looking to take on a leadership role within this industry?
In the restaurant industry?
Yeah.
I would say to stay true to yourself. Everybody has their own different individuality. They have their own different characteristics, so don't try to change yourself because of what other people are doing. There's many different management styles, so even if you're not super loud and outgoing, you can also be a very important part of the team as well. Never give up. Definitely keep on pushing through. I definitely I had a lot of hardships with this job, but my biggest motivation is just to keep going.
What do you think, like, for the future of the restaurant, what do you think would be like the most important trend? Like, do you think AI will be taking over?
I hope not. Pretty much part of Firebirds is our hospitality, and I don't think any AI or any robots can replace that. We definitely like to make our guests feel at home, welcome. We do little extra touches that other restaurants can do and that only the humans can really do.
And what would you say puts Firebirds above other restaurants?
Their compassion and their dedication with their team members. Their team members are their most important stakeholders, so they do care about their employees. They also care about their guests. So they just really are actually.
What puts Firebirds above the rest?
What would you say?
Well, I would say that Firebirds is very involved with the customers because like Chili's in Texas Roadhouse, they got that little tablet that's sit at the table. Firebirds don't do that. They come and they check on you throughout the dinner and stuff like that. The other restaurants, they don't be doing all that, but yeah, they're involved.
We actually care about our guests. We don't call them customers. And
yeah. How do you get employees involved in decision making?
So I usually don't really like when they make decisions. We do have pre-shifts every shift, so that's when we kind of talk about our goals for the day. They can definitely put in their inputs of what they think we should work on or maybe what we should sell that day. We do like to hear some of their feedback and what they think often, but mostly we do all have the same goal, and that's just to create extraordinary experiences for our guests.
And going back to when you started, like, was this like your original career path?
Not really. Well, like I said, I have been in the restaurant industry for over 10 years, so I definitely did see myself working in a restaurant. I didn't really see myself like being a manager. I kind of did see myself like serving, the fast money, making money daily, pretty much like what I was used to. But also, as I get older, you definitely want something more dependable, something more reliable. So when I was given the opportunity, I definitely did want to like weigh all of my options, and I'm glad I definitely decided to become a manager. I definitely love what I do, so it wasn't like my goal, but I'm definitely happy where I am.
And how long would you say that your training process was?
Our training process was 10 weeks, so I had to do 6 weeks training in the back of house, so I learned every different station, prep, working saute, working grill, which was super fun. And then I had to do 4 more weeks working in front of house. I pretty much was already used to it, so I was just mostly focusing on like the manager aspects of how to like oversee the shifts and different computer work. But it definitely took 10 weeks. And even after the 10 weeks, you're still learning every day. So I feel like my training kind of never stops.
And when training employees, what does that process look like?
We definitely have a very in-depth training program. They go through online courses. They have cordials in different areas that they have to work. Not cordials, I'm going to say modules. So they have to do different modules for different parts of the restaurant, and then they actually learn in person, like on the floor. So we do usually try to get great trainers for that. We do have certified trainers, and they do have to go through their own little training thing so they can actually become great trainers, so that we can train all of the new employees so they can be just as great.
And would you say the way that you manage your employees Do you think that meets the organization's goals?
Absolutely. I do think that I do a great job. My team loves me. They listen to me. We love working together. They're like a family.
What is something you hope to see in the restaurant?
Individually or as a restaurant as a whole?
Both.
I hope to see me moving further in the company. Obviously, bar manager is just the start. There's different opportunities that I can do. I can either choose to work to be a general manager, or I can choose to be a general manager, or something that I'm interested in is working for corporate, learning things in that department as well. For the restaurant, I just want to see growth, which it already has been. We're opening new stores, locations like every year, which is amazing. We're joining new people to the team, and they're awesome. And I just hope that Firebirds just excels. Well, thank you so much, Jamaria, for having me. I do appreciate working with you, and I am honored.
Know I worked there. Yeah. They didn't know that I worked there. So.
Well, thank you so much, Jamaria, for having me. I'm definitely honored that you asked me to do this interview. I hope that I was able to answer the questions to the best of my ability. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to do this interview for me.
Absolutely. Anytime.